Hey guys, today we dive deep into the marvels of a forgotten African kingdom, a place where mud wasn't just dirt but a brilliant tool to map the stars and build tunnels that defy belief. So, before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. And hey, while you're at it, drop your location and local time in the comments. I love seeing where in the world you're tuning in from. It's like a virtual star map of us all. Now, picture this. You trudge through cracked earth and sudden bursts of green, the kind of landscape where ancient secrets cling to every grain of sand. Somewhere beneath your feet lies a vast network of tunnels, sculpted by hands long gone but powered by minds as sharp as any modern engineers. This isn't just any mud you're seeing, it's a carefully crafted, almost magical mix that hardened into walls strong enough to support miles of underground passages, yet delicate enough to record the patterns of the stars above. Imagine engineering marvels centuries ahead of their time. These tunnels weren't mere escape routes or storage spaces, they were star charts brought to life in earth and clay, a cosmic GPS for a civilization that watched the heavens as closely as you check your phone's GPS today. The way they blended mud technology with celestial navigation is not only a testament to human ingenuity but an aviation grandeur in its own right. Their star maps guided journeys far beyond their kingdom, inspiring myths and routes that rival any pilot's flight plan. You can almost feel the coolness of the tunnel's mouth, a whisper of wind carrying the scent of ancient fires, and hear the faint echo of footsteps that once traced these paths with reverence and purpose. It's an extraordinary human achievement that connects engineering, astronomy, and exploration in one breathtaking narrative. You step carefully into the tunnel's mouth, and immediately, the airships, cool, damp, and smelling faintly of earth and ancient secrets. This is where the world record tunnel system begins, stretching farther than you'd ever imagine, carved and molded from mud with an artistry that borders on magic. The length alone is staggering, tens of kilometers winding beneath the African landscape, like veins carrying the lifeblood of knowledge and culture. Every inch of this underground labyrinth is a triumph of engineering, a testament to a civilization that understood the strength and versatility of mud in ways modern builders can only admire. The walls themselves are a marvel, packed tight with a mixture of clay, water, and organic fibers that, once dried and treated, became tougher than stone. You run your hand along the surface and feel the rough texture, each groove and curve deliberately placed to reinforce the tunnel's structure and prevent collapse. It's incredible to realize this ancient mud technology allowed these tunnels to withstand floods, earthquakes, and centuries of wear. Imagine engineering this without steel beams or modern tools, just raw, natural materials and sheer human ingenuity. As you move deeper, your eyes adjust to the faint carvings that trace the ceilings and walls, symbols and maps of the stars, etched in mud and pigment. These aren't random decorations, they're a celestial blueprint, a guide to navigating both the skies and the tunnels. The tunnel system itself is designed to mimic star patterns, a brilliant fusion of earthly and cosmic engineering. It's like walking inside a giant, living astrolabe, a device so precise it could rival the best aviation instruments, centuries before those even existed. This is an engineering marvel and aviation grandeur rolled into one. The ancient builders were not only tunnel makers but star mappers, pilots of earth and sky combined. Their creation invites you to rethink what's possible when nature and human creativity unite. You keep moving through the tunnel, your footsteps echoing softly, and suddenly the purpose behind this labyrinth becomes clear. These were not just underground passageways, they were starry highways, guiding the kingdom's people through both land and sky. The mud maps on the walls serve as cosmic compasses, pointing to constellations that shifted with the seasons, marking time for planting crops, timing festivals, and even directing trade routes. It's a kind of starlit navigation that blends earthly survival with celestial wisdom, a reminder that ancient humans didn't just live under the stars, they moved with them. Picture the awe when you realize that this kingdom's engineers turned mud into an astronomical tool, creating a living map that could be read by those trained in the art. These star charts weren't locked away in books or scrolls but etched into the very fabric of their tunnels, accessible to everyone who knew how to look. It's a navigation system that feels as precise and elegant as any modern GPS, but with a spiritual twist. The stars were more than guides, they were guardians, ancestors watching over each traveler who stepped into the tunnel's embrace. The engineering marvel here lies not only in the tunnel's structure but in their function, an ancient, immersive planetarium built underground. Imagine being a traveler, stepping into this dimly lit corridor and tracing the constellations as if they were overhead, while safely sheltered from desert storms or midday sun. And aviation grandeur? The kingdom's star maps doubled as flight plans, not for planes, but for early human flights of imagination and exploration, inspiring storytellers and explorers to dream of soaring among the stars. This subterranean star mapping bridges technology and wonder, engineering and exploration, reminding you that some of humanity's greatest achievements come from humble materials, mud, stars, and a limitless human spirit. You emerge from the tunnels into sunlight, your eyes drawn upward to the vast sky, where the kingdom's ancient stargazers once charted courses for journeys beyond imagination. But here's the twist: this isn't just about mud and tunnels. Somewhere in the kingdom's ingenious legacy lies the spark that linked their celestial knowledge to the dawn of aviation. You discover artifacts, delicate models of early flying machines, their wings patterned after constellations mapped deep underground. It's as if their understanding of the stars inspired the very idea of flight, a bridge from earthbound engineering to aviation grandeur. Imagine a society where the mud-built tunnels served as both refuge and classroom, teaching early inventors to read the skies and dream bigger than their horizons. The way these tunnels mimic star patterns hints at a sophisticated grasp of navigation that could have inspired early aviators, those who dared to transform the static star maps into dynamic flight paths. You can almost hear the hum of imagination taking flight, a timeless echo of human curiosity and courage that pushes boundaries whether by mud tunnel or airplane wing. The kingdom's mud technology is more than just earth and water, it's the foundation for a visionary leap, the engineering marvel that set the stage for airborne exploration. Their legacy whispers through time, suggesting that aviation grandeur is not only about metal and engines but about human dreams etched in mud and starlight. Every carving in the tunnels, every star painted on the walls, carries the pulse of a civilization that looked up and thought, what if we could fly not just through tunnels, but through the sky itself? You realize then, this story is not only about a forgotten kingdom but about the endless human quest to connect earth and sky, engineering and imagination, grounded realities and soaring dreams. You stand now on the edge of the kingdom's forgotten landscape, watching the sun dip below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of copper and indigo, the same colors that once coated the mud walls of the tunnels beneath you. The legacy of this ancient achievement is not buried in the past, it lives on in modern explorers, engineers, and dreamers who still find inspiration in those star-mapped passages. The mud technology, once dismissed as primitive, is now studied by architects seeking sustainable building methods and by aviators tracing the same celestial routes, updated with GPS but grounded in that original, earthly brilliance. It's a powerful reminder that extraordinary human achievement often comes from the simplest materials, transformed by vision and courage. The world record tunnel, once a secret passage carved in mud, stands as a monument not just to a forgotten kingdom but to the timeless human spirit, one that builds, flies, and maps the unknown. As you reflect, you realize the stars that guided that ancient kingdom are the same ones that spark your own sense of wonder and exploration, connecting past and future in a continuous flight through time and space. This isn't just history, it's a living thread woven into the fabric of modern adventure and innovation. Mud, stars, tunnels, and flight, all part of one incredible human story that invites you to keep looking up and digging deep. Because sometimes, the greatest engineering marvels and aviation grandeur are found not in steel skyscrapers or jet engines, but in the quiet, enduring dreams of those who dared to map the stars with their hands and their hearts. So there you have it, a breathtaking journey through a forgotten kingdom that turned humble mud into star maps and world record tunnels, proving once again that human imagination and perseverance know no bounds. Who would have thought that from simple earth, they crafted pathways connecting land and sky, past and future? If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next incredible story. And drop your location in the comments. Let's build a global star map, where every corner of the world shares its own tale. Until next time, keep looking up, hold on to your curiosity, and keep soaring no matter where you are on this amazing planet.